Alright guys, I actually decided to make one more actual last video, and this will definitely be my last one. I've been thinking about this for a while, and Philly has obviously given up on this kid, and this is Markelle Fultz. I think that the Miami Heat should actually look into acquiring Markelle Fultz. I think Markelle Fultz will actually be a good pickup for the Miami Heat. I think he still has potential to be as good as his draft stock says he is. I think he's still a good scorer in this game. This kid has talent. I just think he needs to be on the right organization, the right team. Because Philly, as stated in my video I just made today earlier about the tanking system, teams like Philly, Cleveland, and the Suns can't develop players. You know, some players when they come out the draft, some players just need a little bit of development to blossom into the talent they were projected to be. Some, like, Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons or, guys like that, they don't. But then you got some that just do. They do need to be guided and develop into the player that they're supposed to be. And I think the Miami Heat can actually, with a better coaching staff than what is now, I think they can actually develop Markelle Fultz. Um, I understand he has confidence issues with his shooting, and people been making fun of him, talking about he's a bust and making fun of his shoulders and all that bullshit. I think Philly hasn't handled this shit right at all. I think they basically given up on him, and it's so much pressure being the number one draft pick. I can only imagine how this kid feels and stuff like that. But if someone was able to, like, a good organization, or I'm just all over the words, like a good organization like the San Antonio Spurs, the Miami Heat, maybe even the Grizzlies, organizations like that, if they could get their hands on this guy and actually develop him in the right way, and get him to get some confidence, get a real shooting coach for him, I think he can blossom into the player that people are expecting him to be. A lot of people don't realize, and a lot of organizations I see now, they don't realize that it takes time for these dudes to develop, because for one thing, this one and done rule is not good. I think these dudes need to stay in college and actually get a little extra year of experience and development. And then you shift them out to the NBA. I'm not saying four, like the media likes to say sometimes. A good 2 years in college will actually do it. Will actually get these guys to where they need to be. But the one and done rule is bullshit. They need to get rid of that. And I think that's a huge problem with these talents like Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker, and players like that. It's like you get 1 year in college, you do good, you get drafted number one pick, but then you're sent to terrible organizations, or you're just not simply ready for the NBA just yet. You haven't learned enough. 1 year is not enough. 1 year in college is not enough for a basketball player to fully develop. So, that's my look on that problem, whatever that. But Markelle Fultz, if the Miami Heat can actually, if we were able to get our hands on him, I wouldn't mind. Get our hands on him. Probably give Philly like a Dion Waiters. Can send Dion back home for free. I mean, you can have Dion Waiters at this point. Get Dion Waiters. Maybe a James Johnson or a TJ or a Gordon Dragic. It doesn't matter. You can have them all. You can have Dion Waiters and the Gordon Dragic. We get Markelle Fultz back. We develop him the right way, and he could be the point guard for the future for the Miami Heat. You never know. But that's how I feel about this Markelle Fultz thing. But the Miami Heat should really keep their eyes on him and see, can they develop him. I know it sounds stupid as hell now, but I believe that he can could work wonders with this kid Markelle Fultz. He just needs the right organization, under him to help him realize his full potential. Philly's not that organization. They don't develop talent really. You know, this talent, you come to the NBA and you just blossom like Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons, or you may need a little work like Markelle Fultz. And Philly just doesn't do that. They draft these guys and they expect them to show up without even developing them. A lot of teams in the NBA don't develop talent like they used to. They expect these guys to be that freaking good when they're not that good. You got to develop them. You need time. You know, young talent, it takes time. They're not going to be good overnight. That's why a lot of this media nowadays and these organizations, they put too much pressure on these guys. But you guys tell me what you think about Markelle Fultz. Should the Miami Heat look into actually trading for him? I think so. I think it will be a good idea. You tell me what you think, guys. Though, Heat Life 305 out. This is my last video for today.